Well, damn. Spiritual court is now in session. That's the first thing. So look, somebody's gonna have an amputated limb. That's gonna be their karma. With Chunky Chubby, this could be them, this could be you, taking how it resonates. And then a celebrity is involved in this. This could be you or somebody else. Let's see. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. Oh, there's a lot of karma being dished out. Sheesh. They're losing the baby. My goodness. All right. Somebody that is currently pregnant is not going to be giving birth to this child. That's going to be their karma. That means that somebody was attacking your womb or your divine feminine's womb if you are the divine masculine. All right. They was attacking somebody's womb, doing some type of womb magic, some type of magic that they was doing, death spells, whatever, is going right back to sender. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. More karma. Somebody's going to end up at the mental hospital. It could even be this person experiencing, this loss, maybe, but it's a karmic. So I don't care. I'm not going to feel bad. I was about to start feeling bad. Like, maybe nope. I don't care. That's what they get. Yeah, look, that's crazy. I was just saying that's exactly how they're going to be feeling. But I'm not going to feel bad. Because look, you see the little angel there in the background? They knew better, but they didn't do better. Their spirit guides, the Most High God, they had a lot of signs. God be playing fair. God is going to warn you. Don't do that. They didn't care. They did what they did. They sent the spells towards you. Now they're going through a whole lot of losses. All right. For some of y'all, these people, they drink. All right. Or they're going to start drinking after this. They're going to be at the bar somewhere drinking and shit, drinking their life away, because we have here grief and adversity. That's what they're going to be going through. A lot of adversity, a lot of problems. And they're going to be trying to drink away their problems to numb the pain. And that's not going to help either. Yeah. Soul contract is over. 1010. You could be seeing that angel number. 32 is significant. So that's 5. You could be seeing 555, which is change. 5 is change. And then 1010 is also a completion of a cycle. So it's all, it's all connecting here. Like, you are now walking away from these karmics. You're closing out cycles. And now they're getting their karma. Okay. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. You just got to be patient. Be patient like Job. That's it. Everything's going to happen exactly how it's supposed to, when it's supposed to. It says here, they're pissed because they got dismissed and we got a baby shower. So definitely there's somebody who's pregnant that's involved in this. All right. Somebody got dismissed. They're mad. All right. Could be this person that had this baby shower. Take it how it resonates. But they got dismissed and they're not going to have this child. Tell me more. Your neighbors are watching. Somebody's neighbors are watching. Okay, what else? Your maternal half-sister. Okay, so for some of y'all, you have a maternal half-sister. This is very specific, meaning that you have the same mother, but you have different fathers. All right, she's involved in this. Tell me more. For some of y'all, this is your neighbor. For some of y'all, your sister works. Oh, I said work. Look at that. I wasn't even going to say work. I was going to say lives because it's a neighbor. But for some of y'all, your sister works. Look, and we have here trying to cut a deal with the feds. So they're trying to work with the feds. Okay, so look, take it out of resonation. Somebody's maternal sister's involved in trying to work with the feds. They could work around your neighborhood, or they be around your neighborhood, or they live in your neighborhood. All right, take it how it resonates. Tell me more. Or they live close. They could live next door, or they live in the area. So somebody's involved in this. They're trying to cut a deal with the feds. Yeah, out of town. They did something like this out of town. They was trafficking out of town. All right, so let me start clarifying. Let me see. Let me get some messages here. All right, Holy Spirit, what is going on with this? Neighbors are watching. Why are the neighbors watching? The collective? The Magician. So it says here skill, ability. They could be trying to manifest something. It says power and influence. Give me more on this magician. Because this is giving like, with skill and ability. This is somebody that, you know, maybe they have the ability to be able to watch you. You know, they're right there. They're across the street. They're next door. They could do voodoo if that's what they're telling them to do. That came out before with a neighbor. That a neighbor was doing voodoo. Okay, King of Swords. King of Swords. And then we got the Ten of Cups. This is the King of Swords in your family. A Gemini, Libra, Aquarius could be significant. This is, it says here authority, power. So look, power. We got power twice now. So that's confirmation when I said to confirm the magician. This neighbor has power. I feel like they have the ability to have access, you know, to watch you. Because they want to keep tabs on you for some reason. All right, why are they doing this? What is the goal? Are they trying to do voodoo? Are they trying to set somebody up? Like, what is the goal, Holy Spirit? This is a card about domination. This is, you see, excessively, they want to have excessive control. This is somebody that, again, look, power and power. They want to abuse their power. That's a theme here. This is somebody who's trying to have control over you. So that's giving that it's the voodoo, okay? Because we have the Star card and we have the Eight of Wands reverse. They're trying to dominate you so that you do not heal, so that you do not create, so that you do not inspire. Like if you are in a, you know, you're on a platform, like they don't want you to talk. We've been picking up on that they've been attacking your throat chakra because of whatever it is that you're talking about. You know, they want you to stop exposing them. Oh my God. So they don't want you to heal. This is also the Star card. If you're on a platform, if you are a celebrity or you know, you are just well known, you're on a platform, you have a lot of people watching you, they don't want you to be seen. So they're attacking you. They're trying to dominate you with this Emperor. All right. So that you don't, you know, so people don't see you, you know, you see how it says here restrictions, you know, they're trying to, you know, just keep you quiet, keep you restricted, keep you oppressed. And that's what I was getting with this energy with the magician, you know, like this neighbor has a skill. This neighbor has some type of power, but it's just bippity bopping. All right. They're bippity bopping to do this to you. So the last time that I asked about that, it was a neighbor that was doing this because they have, you know, they could see you or they're close to you. You know, maybe they need somebody to walk by your door and sprinkle something right there on the floor and you don't even know. And that's the voodoo. They also use urine. You know, they could just sprinkle urine on your door. They could throw an egg on your door. Listen, these are things that I went through when I was living in the projects, and I didn't understand why they were throwing eggs on my door. Oh my God, so much dumb shit that I went through. But hey, look, now I'm learning about it and teaching others. So they throw eggs on your door. You know, they use urine for domination. They could sprinkle white powder or black powder, and that's all voodoo shit. So they need someone who has the ability and the skill, and it says here psychic powers. Again, power, psychic powers. I didn't even see that. Psychic power. You see what I'm saying? Like this person has powers, but it's a karmic because only karmics engage in this type of shit. Us divine individuals, we don't do this. We're here to bring love and light, to heal others, to guide and shit like that. Not this. So this is a karmic practitioner. All right, we have here the Wheel of Fortune. Like, yeah, the Wheel of Fortune is given like they don't want you to get this Wheel of Fortune. They're trying to keep you oppressed. All right, that's the goal with this person, this neighbor of yours. So the neighbor is watching you, watching when you go home, watching when you're not home to try to do the bippity bopping, the sprinkling. I keep getting sprinkle. All right. Maybe somebody watches that, but the sprinkle is given like I feel like Spirit keeps repeating that in my mind right now, like because they're like sprinkling something for some of y'all in front of your door. For some of y'all, if it's not an apartment building and it's like a house, they're watching because they have, you know, like how they have those energy weapons and shit. Like, you know, it sounded crazy at first with the energy weapons, but they be doing that. Like they be sending energy towards you. So, you know, if somebody's right in front of you or right there and they could see you, you know, they're keeping tabs on you to know when to do the spells and shit like that. When you go to sleep, you know, this is what's coming up in my mind right now. So I feel like this is confirmation. When you go to sleep, they're looking to see when you turn the lights off. You know, when they see that you turn the lights on, are off. Well, all right, when they see that you turn the lights off, that's when they're clocking your movements. You know, like they're trying to see, okay, this person, they go to sleep at this time. So now we got to start doing this ritual with their psychic powers. Somebody needs to be aware, okay? So let's see. What can we get with trying to cut a deal with the feds? Because these neighbors is on the bippity bopping shit. All right, so what's this feds stuff about, Holy Spirit? Let's get something with that. And the person that is involved with this fed shit is involved in sex trafficking. Oh, somebody with a butterfly tattoo is trying to make a deal with the feds. And for some of y'all, this is somebody that betrayed you with somebody else. And now they both have an STD. So this butterfly tattoo person, they could have had SEX with somebody that that you was cool with because it was a betrayal. Maybe, you know, maybe you wasn't cool with them or whatever, but somebody betrayed you and now both of them got an STD. All right. Whoever has this butterfly tattoo. It says here that they have a freezer full of jars. This is somebody who was doing freezer spells on you as well. Okay. So now they're in trouble. Again, voodoo is hitting in different ways. So they're getting caught up with something that got to do with the feds. All right. Let's see what else comes out. If it's not them who has a butterfly tattoo, this is you. Or they cheated with somebody who has a butterfly tattoo, or they betrayed you with somebody, you know, like I said, take it how it resonates. Flip it however it resonates, all right? But they have an allegiance to the devil. All right, these people, whatever it is, the situation, they definitely work with the devil because they was making a lot of, you know, deals, not only with the feds, but not with the devil. You know, now it's with the feds, but they also have deals that they was making with the devil. And it says here, they will die behind bars. Well, damn. Okay. So we see here, there's going to be a lot of things going on with these people. Somebody's going to end up dying behind bars. They're trying to cut a deal with the feds. That's telling me they're not going to get no damn deal. All right. They was involved in this. This is horrible. Like these people, they're not going to get out of that. Okay. Let's see what else. That's too many. Let me do this again. Crocodile tears, stay woke. So somebody's going to come to you with a fake apology. Spirit is telling you to be aware. It says here they took offense that you're healing. So this is somebody, again, like I said, they don't want you to heal. All right. So this is somebody that's connected. Remember, family member, some type of King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or just, you know, a person, a masculine energy that's in your family, connected to your family somehow. This could even be a police officer, a judge, because we have here legal matters, a judge. All right, for some of y'all. All right, but they're connected to you with this family shit. Or this could be a crooked lawyer or something, and the neighbors are connected to them. Like I said, flip it however it resonates for you. But this is the card about them not wanting you to heal. All right, this is healing in the upright. In the reverse, they don't want you to have this renewal. They don't want you to heal. And they're taking offense that you are healing. That's why we have, again, with the Emperor reverse, they're doing these domination spells on you to keep you oppressed. All right. So let's see what else. Holy Spirit, let's pull from these cards. All right. So basically, there's crocodile tears. Matter of fact, let me clarify the crocodile tears. Somebody's going to try to come in with some fake shit. Spirit wants you to be on point. Clarify the crocodile tears, Holy Spirit. Put that back. Crocodile tears. They're going through a tower. Yeah, look, bad luck, no control. This is somebody that they're getting karma right now. And they need to get into your energy to have some type of revival. They need good luck again. All right. They need a positive change because they're going through a negative change right now, which is their karma, the Wheel of Fortune reverse. All right. And we just saw right now the Wheel of Fortune again, that somebody doesn't want you to get the Wheel of Fortune. So this is somebody who's trying to like do a destiny swap with you, trying to block you again from getting your blessings, trying to keep you oppressed, trying to keep you hidden, trying to keep you in a unhealed state so that they could continue to siphon from your energy or whatever it is that they're trying to do here. So you need to be aware. They're coming in with fake tears. All right. And they feel like, yeah, they feel like whatever they're doing is not working, is a bad investment. All right. And they feel like if they come to you with fake with fake tears, with an apology, that you're gonna take them back, that you're gonna be, friendly with them again. And if you allow them back into your energy, then they could get your energy again. So you need to be careful. All right, you need to protect your energy. All right, this could be a lover, a family member, a relative, whatever, somebody from work, whatever it is. You need to protect your energy. Okay. Let's see what else. A school police officer is involved in this. This could be you or somebody else. And we got this King of Swords energy again. So a lawyer, a judge, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius could be significant. Let's see what else. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. Desperation is kicking in now. So they're becoming desperate right now because, as we can see here, voodoo is not working. The shit is going back to sender. Tell me more. They don't know what else to do. Again, somebody's going to come in with crocodile tears, fake apology. And it's just to try to do this shit again. All right. If a bitch can't swim, she going to drown. Ow, shout out to Max B. Somebody could be from Harlem. Okay. All right. So she's about to drown. Okay. They can't swim. Basically trying to say, they are not going to be able to handle what is coming for them. Again, they're desperate right now. They're not going to be able to handle this, and they are going to drown symbolically, drown in sorrows. We see right here in grief, adversity, in karma. Somebody could maybe actually drown. Okay. But definitely that's talking about, they're not going to be able to handle what's coming. They can't swim. They're not going to be able to, they're not supposed to. This is their karma. They're not going to escape from this. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. Manipulation masked as concern. You see manipulation, fake tears. All right. So that could be a way that they're going to try to come in like, oh, it's masked as concern, trying to act like they care about you. Are you okay? How you been? Blah, 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 whatever. But it's manipulation to try to get into your energy. So these are different attempts that they're going to try. So be aware. It's different for everybody. Look, for some of y'all, it's your father's ex. That's what just fell. And look, karmic elders. Yeah, a karmic that is older than you. And the father's ex could be someone who's older than you. All right, so be careful because they're going to fake it. They're going to try to, apologize or try to get into your energy. But it's really because people are getting sick. People are dying. There's a lot of shit going on right now. And they're trying to save themselves. All right, or their people. Okay. A life path number 4. This could be you or somebody else. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. A deadbeat parent is involved. This could be your baby mama, baby daddy, or somebody's deadbeat parent. This is significant. Somebody was born between 1997 and 2012. This could be you or somebody involved, or something happened around this time. All right, let me pull now from this other deck. We have here the letter J is significant. Okay. Let's see. Holy Spirit, what does the collective need to know from here? Whoa. Wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. They wasn't ready. They're not ready for this. All right, let's see. A karmic feminine. She is not ready for this. Again, if a bitch can't swim, she gonna drown. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. Yo, didn't I say a cop? The cop was telling the neighbor to do the voodoo on you because they live close to you. They're all in cahoots. That's for somebody. And this cop is the one that keeps coming out. The King of Swords. And it came out with the 10 of Cups. So again, either their family member is the one that's your neighbor that's doing this to you, or this cop is in your family. Look at it right here. A crooked cop. All right, you are ascending, you are leveling up. Absolutely. That's why they're taking offense that you're healing. They think that they own you, that they own your energy. They are very entitled to your energy because they have been siphoning from that energy for a very long time, and they've been manifesting a lot of shit with your energy. So they're taking offense that how dare you heal? We need you to be in a low vibration. We need you to be oppressed. We need you to be hidden. We need you to be quiet. How dare you expose us? How dare you heal? That's not part of the plan. That's not part of your plan. That's part of God's plan. Okay. Period. Shit. A smoker is involved. This could be you or somebody else. Let's see what else, y'all. All right, so you're leveling up. They was not expecting that. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. Oh, we have here catfish, online dating fail. So somebody could be online dating and there's like a fail happening here. This could also be a catfish, like somebody is pretending to be somebody online. Okay, take it how it resonates. Oh, yo, you cannot make this up. Confirmation, acting single, and then we have here online dating fail. So somebody needs to know that somebody is acting single. They're in a relationship with you, I'm assuming, because why would you need to know this? All right, the 80s is significant. All right, and it's an online dating fail. People are seeing that this person is maybe they don't look, you know, like their pictures or something like that. All right, somebody needs to know that. That's so random. All right, somebody is like a catfish. They're nothing like they look like online. Yo, what is going on? Confirmation again. Yo, spirit is on this person's neck right now. We got back-to-back confirmation that there's somebody who's cheating right now, and they don't look like nothing in their pictures on social media, and people are seeing them in person, whoever they're trying to hook up with, and they're like, ew, like what the fuck, bitch, like ew. So somebody needs to know that they need to cut that person off, okay? Because they are a cheater, and they're a funny looking cheater as well. Look what we have here at the bottom of the deck. Wow, they're trying to marry you and then kill you. It's a setup. Listen, you need to walk away from this karmic, whoever this is, because that's what spirit is letting you know that they're acting single. They don't even really want to be with you. That's why they're trying to cheat online. All right, because they're just trying to set you up to marry you and then kill you. They want a life insurance policy out on you. That's the setup with this person. Wow. So you need to protect your energy. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. Oh my God, you cannot make this up. That's what they want you for. Wow. Yo, spirit is on this person's neck. They are broke and busted, and they don't look like their pictures. Like, damn, bitch. So they're looking at you like a sugar daddy. That is so crazy. That's why, again, they just want to marry you to get whatever it is that you have, whatever money you got. Even if you don't got money like that, you know, maybe you have an inheritance or something and they want that shit. Somebody is leaving you a house or something. They want it. They want whatever you got because they don't got it. Yo, yeah, look, the grass looks green because it's fake. Exactly. She's fake. She's a freaking catfish. Look at that. Spirit is exposing somebody. This is somebody who's connected to a younger brother. This could be your younger brother. Okay, that somebody's, I don't know, take it how it resonates. Something with a younger brother here. All right, this karmic was trying to have their cake and eat it too. All right, again, they was online dating. They look nothing like they look in person, right? And at the same time, they wanted to keep you there to get whatever money you have, or just to keep you there to set you up, siphon from your energy, marry you, get a life insurance policy, and then unalive you. All right, that's the plan with this karmic. So you need to be careful. These bitches be doing too much. These dudes and these bitches, they all do too much. All right, cruise and trip. All right, so this could be confirmation for someone that maybe somebody invited you on a cruise, on a trip. That was the plan right there, to unalive you. You didn't go. This is crazy. Stay woke. All right, let's see what else. Wealthy. Yo, we're still on this. You see, if you're not physically wealthy yet, you're wealthy in energy. All right, like they need your energy to siphon. Every time y'all was having sex, they was siphoning from that shit. All right, to manifest things, manifest opportunities, wealth, whatever. And they needed you there, but they was looking elsewhere for other things. You know, they was just using you. You the sugar daddy, spiritual sugar daddy, physical sugar daddy, whatever. You had something that they wanted. All right, even if you just got a good secure job, they wanted that. Look, they're obsessed with that energy that you have. This is crazy. You got to be careful with this person right here. They are fake as fuck and they're a cheater. Okay, tell me more, Holy Spirit. This karmic is here on a visa. For some of y'all, this karmic is here on a visa. And that's another reason why they're trying to marry somebody by any means necessary. Oh my goodness. Anything else, Spirit? Oh, look at that. Moving out. So that's why it's coming out, because you moving out, you're not dealing with this karmic. There, for some of y'all, they're on a visa, and that's putting a lot of pressure on them because they want to stay in this country or something like that. That's what it's giving. That's why a lot of people, you know, a lot of them be doing that. These karmics, they try to get pregnant and try to, like, you know, they do voodoo. And I know, because I did a personal reading for someone, and I saw what somebody was doing. Some, you know, some girl from Cuba. Shout out to you, girl. Like, that girl from Cuba. That girl from Cuba was doing too much, and she was trying to trap that guy because he had wealth. So she was doing voodoo on him, trying to get a baby out of him, whatever, because she wanted to stay in the States. All right, so that's what it's giving. Somebody's moving out or moving on. They're kicking them out of the house, telling them to leave, whatever it is. You know, and it's fine. Do that, because they're cheating. They're a cheater, okay? And soul contract is over anyway, so let it go. So now we have here somebody's wearing a wire. So this could be, again, somebody here trying to work with the feds. All right, maybe they're telling them, listen, I'll wear a wire. I'll do that, you know, I'll help. Somebody who's 26 to 33 years old. This could be you or somebody involved. A karmic female, Karmisha. So we got Karmisha and we got karmic feminine. So we got twice confirmation she's involved. All right, we got trapped and church. Okay, so somebody could be working at a church. Somebody could be doing something at a church. Let's see. Let's clarify some things. Let's see what we get. So we're trying to cut a deal with the feds. Are they going to do it with this person, Holy Spirit? Are they going to cut a deal? Are the feds going to cut a deal? Or are they going to tell them no? Let's see. Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands. And we have here the King of Wands. So it's definitely some type of leader. This could be the feds right here. A natural leader. Okay, so it says here career focus. So somebody that's very focused. So with the Seven of Wands, it's given like, no. It says here resisting, challenging, forceful, assertive. Yeah, again, a leader. Like, they take their job very serious, and they're not going to be playing no games with no damn karmic. That's what it's given. Like, no. They're like, no. What you mean you want to cut a deal? Fuck out of here. You going to prison. Okay, so now let's see the wearing a wire. That could have been the offer. Like, yo, I'll wear a wire. I'll do whatever. And they're like, no, I'm not with it. Okay. All right. So let's see this. This manipulation, massive concern, and the crocodile tears. What does the collective need to know regarding that, Holy Spirit? I don't know if I clarified crocodile tears, y'all, but I'm gonna do it again. If I did, I don't remember. But I'm feeling drawn to ask about the manipulation as concern with the crocodile tears. So let's see. Okay, so this is, with this tool, you see how it's like a loss of balance? That's the goal here. To get back into your energy, to make sure that you don't heal. Yeah, look, double confirmation. The Ten of Cups, reverse. This is loss of balance. This is being in alignment in the upright. Being in alignment. In the reverse, not in alignment. And then this one in the reverse, not in alignment either. So you need to be aware, okay? That's what they're doing. They're going to act. And with that Ten of Cups too, it could be a family member for some of y'all, all right? Or someone who's like family. But they're going to act like they care. Again, we saw somebody's your father's ex-wife, all right? So she's going to come in acting like she cares or something. Or, you know, something that is going to be, is fake. With the crocodile tears, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that or some bullshit. But Spirit is saying that it's fake, so you need to be aware. Okay? So, let me pull some names. If you see your name here, it's giving you confirmation that there's a message here for you. Even if you don't see your name, because I don't have everybody's name here, you know? So, you take what messages resonate and leave what does not. And the same thing with the karmics. If you see a karmic's name here, or if you don't, whatever, you take what resonates, leave what does not. This is just another layer of confirmation. All right, we have here Jacob, Jeffrey, Morgan, Khadija, Carter, Mario, Lou, Kim, Vanessa, Amber, Cindy, Naomi, Charlie, Rivera, Jazzy, Shanice, and Sasha. Yusuf, Phil, Morales, Tate, Lydia, Foster, Claus, Barry, Larry, Watson, Emma, McLean, Gordon, Andrew, Tyree, Daryl, Austin, Barrett, Lovelace, Padilla, Baldwin, Anaya, Zeus, Gabrielle, China, Blackwell, Lachey, Soto, Wade, and Sam. Alicia, Joseph, Mabel, Jimenez, Nieves, Vega, Benjamin, Gomez, Mauricio, Alina, Belkis, Antonia, Garcia, Maite, Perez, Ruben, Figueroa, Janice, Vidal, Julio, Roberto, Elsa, Wanda, Viviana, Carmen, Elena, Medina, Del Rio, Mercedes, and Pierrette, whatever. All right. Louis, Destiny, Crumb, Toby, Juanita, Blabbers, Mariah, Erica, Monica, Hallie, Peña, Gibson, Leon, Morris, and Lupe. One more. There we go. All right. Elizabeth, Dominique, Myers, Hillary, Darlene, Kiara, Tasha, Edna, Brandy, Amber, Joey, Jocelyn, Bobby, Salinas, and Troy. All right, y'all. So that's what I got here. I hope I was able to bring clarity and confirmation to whoever needed to receive this message. Spiritual Court is now adjourned. Peace.